What is salvia? Salvia divinorum is a herbal plant native to the southwest region of Mexico, however is sold online as dried leaves and other extract. A non-serotonergic kappa opioid ligand, the first compound known to act on this receptor, which is not an alkaloid, whilst also lacking nitrogen, making it unique from almost all other known classical, natural or synthetic hallucinogens. Whilst in the Mazatec culture, Salvia divinorum is ingested by chewing or drinking an infusion for its medicinal properties in treating period pain, diarrhea, gastrointestinal discomfort and more. Miley Cyrus and others have found its psychoactive properties to be much more appealing.
What do you think about Miley smoking salvia as a bong?
If I would have known, I would have been smoking salvia.
As of recent years, studies on a range of effects outside of its spiritual use has risen, exploring its properties in pain relief, inflammation and depression. Salvia produces a short-lasting light-headedness, dysphoria, dissociation, depersonalization, tactile and proprioceptive sensations, along with increased visual and auditory imagery, otherwise known as a short-lasting high. The main psychoactive constituent of salvia is salvinorin A, the reported hallucinogenic dose of which is between 250 and 500 micrograms. One of the first studies on the pharmacological properties of Salvia divinorum in humans involved recording the subject's experience taking salvia, describing the psychotropic effects from slight to extremely intense. 6% recorded slight, 22% moderate, 12% intense, 41% very intense, and 19% for extremely intense. And this is unheard of in studies using experienced drug subjects. Salvinorin A is a neoclaridyne dipepine, a compound of interest for pharmacologists for many reasons, but for those interested with its hallucinogenic effects, it's a non-serotonergic hallucinogen. Human studies have shown the psychotropic effects to be a result of kappa opioid receptor activation, rather than that of the principal site of activity of classical hallucinogens, the 5-HT2A receptor, of which LSD, DMT, psilocybin, and mescaline act on. With its high lipophilicity, it's capable of exerting psychomimetic effects by passing the blood-brain barrier, where it can act on its target receptor, which are found within the hippocampus, hypothalamus, striatum, amygdala, and spinal cord, areas involved in learning, memory, emotional control, and pain. Positron emission tomography allows us to observe where salvinorin A concentrates. Areas such as the cerebellum and visual cortex have been noted, which may aid to explain the behavioural and hallucinogenic effects when smoked. Unfortunately, the mechanism by which kappa opioid receptor agonism directly causes psychomimetic activities is yet to be fully revealed. Salvinorin A, like other kappa opioid receptor agonists, decreases striatal dopamine, which is of importance as higher doses are known to reduce central nervous system dopamine levels, and this may be useful in addiction treatments. Experimentally, this has already been shown by salvinorin administration inhibiting cocaine-induced seeking behaviour in rats. Once again, Scandinavian countries are ahead of the game, with Denmark and Finland already prescribing salvinorin for cocaine and heroin addiction. Considering its potency is slightly less than that of LSD, the effects are also typical of LSD and include drifting, depth perception distortions, enhanced colour perception, internal hallucinations, transformations, time distortion, synesthesia, and pain relief, with some even reporting near-death experiences or ego replacement. Peak effects are seen within 2 minutes of inhalation, and with the effects almost completely disappearing after 20 minutes. Chronic consumption is likely to lead to anxiety, malaise, and irritability. Regarding its activity in depression, unlike LSD and other psychoactive compounds now being actively researched in relation to their antidepressant effects, salvinorin A has been described as a pro-depressant. However, anecdotal evidence being used in many articles on salvinorin A refer to one 26-year-old woman sublingually administering salvinorin A 3 times a week reported complete remission of depressive symptoms after 6 months.